If your financial systems are a hot mess behind the scenes, there's no mindset shift in the world that can save you. So, we're going to fix it together. This episode today is for you if you feel like you're making decent money, but you still feel broke or stressed. Maybe you feel pressured to keep investing or buying tools to air quote fix your business and or your financial records are scattered, non-existent. What's a financial record? Let's get to it. Welcome back to this mini series on the hidden ways that we sabotage our finances and how to finally break free. Over the last two episodes and the next couple, we're going to explore the real reasons why money might feel harder than it should. And it's not just about how much you make or how well you budget. We're going to look at the silent mindset patterns, the tiny habits that are draining your financial power, and the tactical mistakes that sneak up behind the scenes. My goal is simple to help you see these patterns without judgment. Reclaim your power, take small, meaningful steps towards unstoppable finances. So, whether you're feeling stuck, frustrated, or just ready to feel more confident with your money, you are exactly where you need to be. Let's kind of recap. Two episodes ago, episode 206, we talked about mindset and how our beliefs and our mindsets, how we self sabotage there within our finances. And then last week, episode 207, we talked about financial habits and the small financial habits that we can kind of miss where we can get off there to sabotage our finances. Today, we're going to talk much more external. Last week was kind of the hybrid, right? We had those small habits that we were building to help us with our mindset and the energy and those things. Today is much more system, strategy, and decisions as well. So, what are some of those common tactical mistakes that we see that are kind of like a red flag? You're self sabotaging yourself within your finances. Don't have a cash flow plan, even if you are making enough. A second thing would be poor bookkeeping or no bookkeeping records. The third one, we kind of talked about this a little bit last week, but the overthinking, investing into programs with the this is going to save me mentality. The fourth one would be forgetting to plan for emergencies, dips in income, taxes. We're not really having that goes back to almost like not having the cash flow plan, right? And then the final one is trying to do all this yourself for far too long. We had to start with the internal struggles that kind of show up in those things that we do there. But our external mistakes, they amplify what's going on inside, right? So if we can get this on point, this it's really why we need both, right? We need the mindset, we need the tactical, and then we need the emotional regulation. Because you can't mindset your way and have everything fixed. You can't just outwork strategy and have everything fixed. And there are people, I'm sure, that create success with just focusing on one. But is it long term success and is it true success? We would have to define what success means. Okay. The point here, we're going to work on the strategy to support the emotional safety. So, if you don't have a cash flow plan, why don't we have a cash flow plan? Why don't we have something in place? Part of the reason that I love percentage based budgeting and both my budgeting system for the personal and the business, so that's budgeting simplified and prosperity simplified, both of them are percentage based budgeting systems because they scale with you. Because if you don't know where you would spend the money if you got the money, you're not necessarily going to get the money because you don't know. There's that unknown there, fear of the unknown showing up, right? And again, you can say that sounds crazy, Amy, but your mind is designed to protect you. So we have to help it feel safe with the strong strategy so that you feel emotionally safe. The overspending, thinking this investment's going to save me, that kind of goes back to feeling like there's something wrong with you. And unfortunately, that's been a tactic that kind of works marketing. But there's something wrong with you, you're broken, but that's not true. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. You're exactly where you need to be. Sure, you can make shifts in your business that might unlock new levels. And yes, that sounds amazing. That's great. Do that. but not investing from a there's something wrong, this will save me. On the opposite side, we feel like I have to do it all ourselves, right? If you're trying to do it all yourself and not getting support or just getting AI support, yes, I use AI as well. Like it can be a great tool, but that's not fixing it, right? If we feel like we have to do it all ourselves, it's not working. Especially if it's something that's not your strong suit. That's again pushing through that energetic. We don't want to do that. Let's see, what else do we talk about? The no cash flow plan. And it doesn't have to be super detailed. I think this is where a lot of people feel like it has to be zero zero-based budgeting, which essentially means every dollar has an assigned thing. With percentage-based budgeting, we do that, but there's categories and it's fluid and it's flexible and it fits life. It's not about fitting you in this box. You can have a cash flow plan, a cash flow strategy. You can have a budget. You can have these things. And it helps you plan for tax season. It helps you plan for dips in income because as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, and even as a W-2 employee, I experienced this. You are on an income roller coaster. You have highs in your income, you have lows in your income, and that's okay. We have to work on like the energetic piece there, the mindset piece, and not making that mean anything. But when those low points come in, if you go back to the feast and famine cycle because you haven't planned ahead, we need a better strategy. We need a better system. We'd also could talk about like what beliefs are being put on you. What meaning are you assigning these things? There's no meaning on it except for the meaning that you assign it. Who cares what Joe Smith down the street thinks? We don't know where he's really at. We see the highlight reel for everybody else and we compare our behind the scenes to the highlight reel and we don't realize where people are actually at. And even if they're in that much better of a spot, why does it matter? We're focused on you and your strategy, your finances, how you feel. That when you take your kids to the park, that you're really secretly stressed about money because in the back of your head, you're like, am I doing enough? It's why we got to have the systems in place. Cash flow system, bookkeeping/budgeting system. This is where month-end execution lab comes in. Making sure that you're making time for the things that you need to. The other part of that is trying to feel like you have to do it all yourself. There is so much information on Google and YouTube. I know it. And it's great. It's out there. There's plenty of information. I put out this podcast once a week, right? But you don't have to do it all alone. And what I found is when we prioritize the money and when we make this a focus and we work on it, everything else works out. Because we spend so much energetic, mental, emotional time and space worrying about that. And feeling like I'm not good enough for somebody to pay me. Not worthy of somebody paying me. What if they do when I don't deliver? All of those thoughts that are running through our head. And we can mindset our way out of it. But when it comes down to it, then we look at the energy piece. Like, do you really mean it? Do you know that? Do you know that? Or is the nagging voice in the back of your head showing up? When you put the strategy in place, it helps with the nagging voice in the back of your head because you've got this here. It's a whole process. We needed to rewrite the beliefs. We need to rewrite the mindset. We need to change the small financial habits. And then we got to look at our systems and our strategies. And if we feel like we have to do it all on our own, or we don't want to have that cash flow plan because we don't want to look at it, then we got to go back to the first couple episodes. Okay. All right. What is one area that you want to get better at? What system do you want to get better at? Is it your budget/your cash flow? Is it your bookkeeping? Or is it in your decision making and making sure you're making aligned investments, not from this is going to save me? All right. And if you're ready to take what we're talking about even deeper, check out the link in the show notes below. You're going to find Execution Lab. That's the monthly space to stay grounded and keep momentum going for just $9 a month. And then, of course, if you're ready for real transformation, the Unstoppable Experience is my high-touch 12-month group mentorship designed to help you fully embody your financial power. No matter where you're at, there's a space for you to create lasting change. And I'm here to support you, to walk with you. I'll see you in the next episode. We're going to wrap this up with more tactical slash action plan. The fourth episode here in our uncovering where you're self sabotaging yourself with your finances. We'll see you then.